Hello?
Aunt May, is that you?
Peter? What are you doing, Peter? Finish your homework.
Great power! Responsibility!
Stop fighting crime.
You gotta press play on the thing. Who am I?
How do I press it?
I don't know.
I think it already played and now I can't play it again.
Oh, well.
Oh. Add it again. Add it again.
All right. Who am I? Where am I? I can't see. I'm Peter.
Peter, add it to the stream.
Okay. All right, I gotta find it. There it is.
All right. Welcome, everybody, to a very silly edition of Comics. Well, pause for this brief commercial interruption. That was good stuff.
Oh,
good stuff.
Maddie, how you doing?
Oh, hey, Davey. Good to see you, buddy.
Good to see you too. What are we
Thanks
doing
for
today?
joining me.
Yeah.
Today we are going to be looking at just a few books from CGC.
Well, you're frozen.
Should be a good time.
I'm gonna try and poke you so you're unfrozen. But you're frozen. Nope.
Frozen.
Let it go. Let it go.
Am I still frozen?
Yep.
Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, I can hear you very well. I'll just, you know what? All right. I'm Maddie. Keep talking.
Okay, great. So I got these CGC books, and they're going to be really fun to look at. Dave's going to actually just sort of hold random things in his hands, and we're going to pretend that they're the books from the CGC unboxing. That's the way this is going to go. Hey, we got a 9.8. We got a 9.8.
All right, you're back. I can see you now.
Really? Okay, well, that's relief.
Ish.
I guess.
Ish.
We'll see how this goes. What a pain in the ass this whole StreamYard thing is for me.
I know.
I don't know what the deal is. Well, welcome, guys, to my YouTube channel, such as it is, until I have a functioning StreamYard. I don't know how much of a channel it is, but we have some books to unbox. My friend Davey from West Coast Avengers is here to keep me company.
That's me.
Say hello, David.
Hello, David.
Or I'll cut you.
Hello, everybody. I'm Dave from the West Coast Avengers, otherwise known as Guy who drinks too much coffee but has way more energy than that.
Indeed. Michael Carmen's in the house. What's up, Mikey?
Hi, Michael Carmen. His name was Michael Carmen. Oh, wait, no. That's
nice Fight Club poll, dude.
I try.
All right, so this was a 25-book pre-screen modern submission. Modern is used loosely, as there is a book from 1975 in this submission. So, modern by CGC standards. Shall we start with The Rejects?
Maddie, I have some really, really unsavory news for you. You haven't moved in 40 seconds.
Fuck.
I'm sorry. Yeah, it's like oh, now we lost you completely. Yeah, now you're frozen again. So guys, Maddie's what unfortunately he still uses 56K dial-up. So
it's true.
Yeah.
Let me just add some sound effects for you.
Yeah, like every time you get frozen, you're smiling, so at least that's good.
That's very pleasant.
Well, why don't I
go ahead and talk about the DaveVengerCon, Davey?
Okay, so coming up next weekend, April 22nd and 23rd, on my YouTube channel, that's right there, West Coast Davengers, I'm going to be hosting my first ever DaveVengerCon. And what you're asking yourself, what is DaveVengerCon? Well, let me tell you. It is an online comic convention. Now, it's not just comic sellers, but there are going to be, I think I have 10 or 12 sellers coming on. Matty, Mr. Comics himself, is going to be headlining Sunday night. So it'll be the two of us in action. But over the course of the weekend, it starts at 11 a.m. Pacific and it ends whenever I fall asleep on air. And Sunday, we start up at 11 a.m. Pacific and go till the end of the night. Gonna have some great sellers: East Bay Comics, Bronze Age Batcave, Destiny City Comics, Maddie, JD, JD's Collector's Case. Sorry. I'm also gonna have two great guests. You might have heard of them: Joe Benitez, the creator and artist of Lady Mechanica, and Jim Rugg, the co-host of Cartoonist Kayfabe, and the brains behind Hulk Grand Design, and half the creative team on Street Angel. And so, going to be talking to some great guests, doing a charity raffle to support two charities. Got some great prizes. Everything's going to be laid out before you, so you'll know. Maddie donated a couple slabs to that. There's just some great items, and it's going completely to charity. And then obviously comics, vintage T-shirts. I got my buddy Grit City Russ bringing vintage wares, cards, Spidey hits, and my buddy 99 Newsstand. Manu's going to be there, so really excited for that. That's next weekend, April 22nd, 23rd on my YouTube channel. Maddie is headlining Sunday night. He is the main event.
Aw, thanks, Davey.
Yeah. Ooh.
Hopefully I'll figure out my StreamYard issues before I headline said event.
I hope so. Daywalker, what's up, Dave? Daywalker.
What's going on, Daywalker?
Is in the house.
Can you see me waving yet, Dave?
Nope.
Am I unfrozen?
You're frozen. Like every time it just
I'm gonna turn off camera and back on. I just quit all my other applications. What else can I do? I'm gonna try to
unmask,
close all my other tabs. Sorry for the technical delays, everybody.
Well, I guess I could talk about this. Okay, this collection I bought yesterday. I unboxed a collection that I'm going back to buy more of on Friday, but they were in these crazy, almost like roadie cases for music equipment, and I just bought a couple of based on the character that was in the collection of the box. So I bought a Batman, one of these Batman boxes, and it had the new 52 run, the Snyder Capullo run, right? So I vaguely flipped through this Daywalker. He said, "You're like Drax. You're moving so slow, no one can see you." See?
It's me, Jaja.
I'm eating this potato chip so slowly you can't see me eating. You're still frozen, unfortunately. Great. So I started.
So when I turn my video back on, what happens? Does it show me? How do you see me?
You are like this.
I'm like that.
Yeah. Just like.
Interesting.
Maybe you got to exit StreamYard and leave me in here by myself, and then come back in.
Will the StreamYard continue?
It should. I'm logged in, and I'm part of your show. So.
All right, let's try it. You just take it from here, Dave. I'll be right back.
All right. So I looked through this Batman, what I thought was going to be the entire new 52 Capullo Snyder run, but this dude bought every variant of every cover for the first 10 issues. All right, you're doing good now, Maddie.
Really?
Ish.
Okay.
It's slow and choppy. So he had number 1 first print, second print, a 1 in 200 sketch variant, a fucking Ethan Van Sciver variant I'd never seen before, and then issue 2 was first print, second print, sketch variant. This dude was buying the 1 in 100s, the 1 in 200s. It's wild. I paid $700 for all these comics, and I probably got about $10,000 in books. Didn't even know it.
Amazing.
Didn't even know it. Just kind of followed my gut.
Scotty Massage in the house. What's going on, Scotty? JRK, what's going on?
Massage Ventress, a.k.a. Purple Umbrella, the cool teacher, Dr. Teeth.
Best friend wife.
Best friend wife. The lava fireman himself. And JRK, nice to see you. Nice to meet you. Let's be friends. Okay, I'm your best man at your wedding, the godfather to your kid. Have a nice day.
Well, guys, I apologize for my choppiness today, but I am going to show the slabs that I got, even if you just have to hear about them. They're all going to be 9/8. So you can at least hear what I got back, which is pretty cool in itself. I'm going to show you the two books that did not become 9/8.
You're showing, quote unquote. I will say this while you're
Tell me
showing.
if you can see. Tell me if you can see this book, Dave.
No, nothing. But I'm gonna
Let me
stick
know
these.
when you can see it.
Okay, I'm gonna stick these 2 dongles in my nose to see if that fixes anything.
That's a great idea.
Yeah. How
I
do I
think it
look?
just made you a dongle. You look like a dongle.
No, I'm sorry, guys. I wish
Uh,
that we could see Maddie. I wish we could.
yeah. I mean, I don't know how to leave the stream and come back except to say end. And I don't think ending is a good idea.
What if we?
Wait, what if I? Oh, remove from stream. Okay, I'm gonna try this real quick. Give me a second.
While Maddie removes himself from the stream. Hi, I'm Dave from the West Coast Avengers. You are watching Matthew, Marlon, MM Comics live unboxing stream right here on public radio. Michael Carmen, I will be moving that Bocelli Ultimate Spider-Man, but it needs a press first. I will not be grading it most likely. I am unsure. The 1 in 30 may not be for sale, but I do have a 1 in 10 that will be for sale at DaveVentureCon. All right, Maddie, we don't see you, but we know you're here.
Wow, you don't see me. That's such a bummer. All right, let me try again. Remove.
It's actually like you have to add your camera because your camera was not on. Would you like me to talk more about comics in this voice, this close to the microphone? I'm supposed to be going to see John Wick in 1 hour, but right now I'm here on Maddie's stream all alone by myself. Let's talk about comics. Is everybody excited for the Ahsoka show? I know I am. Do you have your copies of Clone Wars #1? I know Scotty Massage Body McKean does. All right. Hopefully Maddie can get this sorted out. Otherwise, this is just basically me in my own show in a little corner. Oh, there he is. Hey. Yeah.
Hi.
Perfect.
Really?
Yeah, you're not lagging. You're clear. There's no pixels. Everything
Okay.
sounds great.
I mean, that's cool.
Just don't move
All
from where you are.
right, give me a second.
Oh, where'd he go?
No. I'm here.
Okay, there he is.
All right, this is very strange because I can hear myself in my Bluetooth headphones.
Well, let me just tell you this. You can also hear me too, and I will talk like this for the entire show.
Let me put these Bluetooth headphones away.
All right. He's putting the Bluetooth headphones away. Let me tell you something about Matthew Marlin. Matthew Marlin? Man.
No. Stop it.
Now, let me remind you that Matthew Marlin was an assistant director on several features, and he is still learning how to do sound tech.
Let's see. Oh, boy, this is so annoying. All right, well, can you hear me?
I can hear you fine.
Okay, cool. Let's continue with the program.
There's a tiny bit of echo, but other than that, I can hear you fine. You look beautiful, like a perfect pizza paisano.
Perfect piece of pizza paisan?
Yeah. You have a question for Michael Carmen. Michael Carmen asks, Maddie, be honest. Did that Transformers / Tonka mashup confuse you?
Transformers Tonka mashup. Please explain.
Please explain. And Daywalker says, that's a beautiful, beautiful floral shirt, Maddie.
I am not wearing a floral shirt.
I have no clue what's happening.
Me neither.
All right.
Tonka mashup. Mikey, what you talking about? All right, let's continue with the program. Nice to see everybody here, all 8 of you. We're just see the irony, Dave, is last time we did it on my laptop, we were having the frozen problem. And now we started on the phone and went to the laptop, and there's no issue.
I'm not sure what to tell you, but I can tell you the news today. Joe Biden is still old.
Mikey, I haven't paid all things Transformers are like Greek to me, so nothing that I received in the Transformers realm was processed cerebrally as anything. It just is like a blank to me. It's like I can't even see what it is.
He sees Transformers and he has an aneurysm.
Yes, exactly. So guys, I had 25 books. See, I sent them into CGC. See,
CGC.
and I did a little pre-screen, and I got back a certain amount of 9.8s. We're going to spoil the amount that I got back right now.
It's
Here are the raws.
23. That means he has 23 9/8s to show us, folks.
Look at the big brains on Brad. Davey did the arithmetic, and that's right. We have 2 raw books. Nice raw books, if I don't say so myself.
That Ghost Spider is one of his favorite covers of all time.
This is true. This is true. The best Momoko cover.
Peach.
The very same. So those are my 2 raws. The rest are going to be 9/8s from here on out. All right. So really, this is just a big old quality control session where we're going to see how many random artifacts of floating plastic and pubic hairs we can find in the CGC slabs.
And also micro bioorganisms that might turn him into a large Matthew.
Indeed. And after I show you these CGC slabs, many of which will be available at this Thursday's Comic Sale number 147.
Only narcissists count claim sales.
Fair enough. It's like issue numbers. It's keeping track.
Lava fire.
It's a system. It's a system of lava fire bangers, okay? After this, I'm going to show you some of the keys that I just pulled out of the collection I bought recently.
Frank Miller's The Dark Knight #1 first print.
Indeed. Thank you, NPR radio voice, Dave.
Hello, Roscoe. Welcome to Matthew Marlin's Unveiling.
I feel like, am I like being offered up on the altar like a virginal bride?
It's a live reaction video.
All right, let the bloodbath begin. All right, first off, I have a Miss Marvel number 16. This is the first meeting of Kamala Khan and Carol Danvers.
Speaking of Miss Marvel, the trailer for Marvels was released today, where Kamala Khan does meet Carol Danvers, also meeting Monica Rambeau, no relation to Sylvester Stallone's Rambeau.
Very timely for me to be receiving this back. I actually was going to get the Kamala Khan custom label on this, and then they went ahead and canceled it. So I just got the regular blue label.
That's because, I'm not even going to say it, but CGC, well, no, they're racist.
Yes, they are. All right, next up we have this Alex Ross 9.8, Batman 125.
I'm vengeance.
I'm Alex Ross. Okay, quality control so far is good. We're 2 for 2 for decent slabs.
Fun fact, Alex Ross is actually just Bob Ross missing the hair.
Oh, I never knew that. The more you know. I guess we're all kind of Bob Ross's missing hair.
That is correct.
What was I going to say? The quality control on CGC is so bad, I believe, that you're waiting on a book back from re-slabbing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Reholdering?
My Todd McFarlane signed ASM 301 Mark Jewelers. That was not notated on the label that it was Mark Jewelers, and it's been 2 months since they've had it.
That's right. Yeah, I have a book in there too, a Spawn 1 signed by Todd, and they're just sitting on them because I believe they're just so backed up with bad quality control that they actually have a longer turnaround time for their free reholder service than they do for their actual grading, which is ridiculous.
CGC stands for Crappy Grading Company.
All right, here's my next 9.8. Eternals #1.
A Roo-Doo-Doo.
This one was a risky play on my part. This is the final copy of the quote unquote Somerville pedigree that Michael Carmen knows all about. And this I had in a CBCS. I sold it to somebody. He decided to get out of comic collecting, and I bought it back from him. And then I was like, screw it. I'm going to roll the dice on this and try to get the CGC premium. And I did. So
the Matty gamble on the crossover pays off once again.
Glad I didn't lose the 9/8 status on that book.
During Desert Storm, Matty tried to cross over Scud missiles for Patriot missiles. It didn't work out so well.
This book, this is the third attempt at a CGC 9/8 for this null first appearance. And third time's a charm for the third printing of issue number 3.
Null, also known as the King in Black. That's all.
True. I did a little extra finessing on the slight spine wear that was on this book for the final try, and it got me over the top. And I'm happy to report that there's no pubic hair in this holder.
No pubis hairis.
Another timely book to receive back is Star Wars Adventures #7, Retailer Incentive, with the first Rebels cover.
Star Wars, nothing but Star Wars.
That was another CBCS crossover.
Nothing
failed. This failed the first crossover attempt and finally did receive a 9.8.
Star Wars. By the way, people, please don't forget to like this video right now. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. And please go over to West Coast Adventures and subscribe to my channel because DayVentureCon is coming up soon.
This is true. This is true, people. Get with the program.
Yes, people. We have a Bronze Age book. That is not a Bronze Age book. I failed.
It's a copper book. This is a Static #1.
Static Shock.
First appearance of Static Shock. Virgil Hawkins.
That's right. Was that Static one from the Seattle trip?
Yeah. Yep. Second 9/8 I got from that Seattle trip.
And this is what I'm telling people. Come visit me. I will get you books that are all 9/8. A Roo-Doo-Doo.
Yeah, nothing but root doos when you go to see Davy Dave. This is a Brian Bolland. Brian Bolland Zatanna 2 Retailer Incentive with cool devilish bat figures.
I was a retailer incentive back in 1989.
What was that like for you, Dave?
I sold that very quickly.
I bet you did. All right, quality control check is so far so good. I think they realize that they're losing thousands of dollars a day on paying for people to ship their busted slabs back to them. A Spider-Gwen first appearance and third print.
Spider-Gwen. She's a woman, Spider-Man.
A woman Spider-Man, yes. This is a little quality control issue. I keep seeing this little scuff on like the bottom left corner of every single slab, and I'm like, meh, close enough.
Do you know how far the design variants go back? Because I found one in this collection yesterday from like 14 years ago.
The first one that I know of that's called a design variant it's a Jimenez first appearance of Crush, Lobo's daughter. Jimenez, but that just might be the first Jimenez design variant. I don't know if other, like, this Spider-Gwen might be earlier than Crush. I'm not exactly sure. This is 2015. That's a nice one. First Red She-Hulk.
First Red She-Hulk, which is number
16.
16. Red She-Hulk, not to be confused with Yellow She-Hulk, also not to be confused with Green She-Hulk, also not to be confused with Blue She-Hulk.
Don't want to confuse any of those.
No.
Punisher #1, direct edition, 9/8.
Frank Castle, also known as the Punisher, depicted in the cover for his first ever ongoing series, about to kill himself with a rocket launcher.
Yep. Very just, and then you've got this dude like just freaking out.
He's
completely
basically
outgunned.
trying to figure out if he should try and clean the shit out of his pants or just go with it.
Yep. These are nice looking slabs. These are fresh, clean, no Danny Newton rings.
Daniel Newton, if you're watching, I don't endorse that name. Please spend your money with me.
Mikey, I got this book from you. This is or did I? No, I got a previous Bradshaw from you, Mike. I sold that one. I got this one from Gazer, I believe, on Instagram. And that's the Bradshaw variant, 1 in 25 from the first Spider-Gwen series.
Now, is his name Brad Shaw or his name Bradshaw?
Nick Bradshaw, if that answers your question.
So his name is Bradshaw, not Brad Shaw.
Sure. Yes, if that makes sense in your head, Davey, that's all that matters.
Fun fact, back in the 80s, there was a hockey player for the Hartford Whalers named Brad Shaw.
Really?
Yes.
Hey, Johnny, what's going on, man?
Johnny
rocket launcher in the window is a crappy situation to be in. Yes, literally crappy.
Hello, Johnny.
I agree, Mikey. The Bradshaw is awesome. Bradshaw. So a lot of these slabs are going to be Something Is Killing the Children slabs because when Something Is Killing the Children was getting hot a month or two ago, I was like, great, here's my chance to sell all my Something Is Killing the Children, because I had a lot that I was sitting on. And then I was also at the same time like, let me buy this $1,250 lot of raw Something Is Killing the Children. I felt a little bit like a sucker because I was like, I'm both selling into the FOMO and buying into the FOMO at the same time. However, luckily for me, the copies were as nice as I thought they would be, and almost all of them, except for, well, I already pre-screened out a few that I sold raw. This one didn't make the 9/8, but all the rest of the ones you see came from that same collection. So I think I did all right. This one is issue number 4.
Basically, what Matty is trying to do is play the game of, is something killing the children or is something killing my bank account? And it looks like something is going to be killing the children.
It looks like a little of both. Is issue 3. Issue number 2.
I like that cover.
Me too. Harrow.
Arthur.
And then we have a break in the Something's Killing the Children, and we have a V for Vendetta.
This is now the second V for Vendetta #1 that Matty is 9/8'd in the last calendar year.
Indeed, for those keeping track at home, that is right.
One of them I sold to Matty.
This is true. I don't think this was one of them, but
No, it was the one that you previously 9/8'd and then sold and made a nice profit on. Congratulations.
thank you. This one is Spider Boy Tosin. I mean Tosin. This is the pre Spider Boy FOMO book that I figured I might as well make a 9/8.
Every generation needs spec books to lose money on, and that was the first, and now Spider Boy is the second.
And this one is the first sort of quality control fail with some really unappealing Danny Newton rings in the middle there.
Danny, you should be ashamed of yourselves.
Danny, we really need you to call CGC and get them to stop with this. I can't show with this lighting. You'll have to take my word for it. that it looks crappy.
When Danny was in Newtonland, let my Newton rings go.
All right, we have a couple of foil goodies here. Yes,
Mole.
La mole. And for some reason with foil books, they like to add a lot of like weird streaks to the back of the case. I don't know what it is about foil that makes the cases present this way, but it's really fucking annoying.
That would be CGC, standing for Crappy Grading Company.
Really annoying. I might send this one back. Send it back.
Back to Egypt with you.
Yes. Let my Newton rings go. Happy Passover, everybody.
Happy Pesach.
Here is a Something is Killing the Children #1 third print.
What is killing the children? I have a hint. It's monsters.
It's monsters. That's the answer. Indeed.
But in this country, it's guns.
That's true. That's very dark, but true.
Sad but true.
Thank you, Metallica. All right, we have 5 more coming. 5 more 9/8s to come.
5 more root-doo-doos. Hello, Todd.
Mikey, I think I got these from one of your awesome mystery boxes that I bought from you recently. I think this one didn't need a press, and I sent it right in for the pre-screen.
Do you know what they say about that kind of book? When you see Todd, you buy Todd.
That's right. See Todd foil, slab Todd foil.
Use foil with, oh, hello, mommy.
Same deal here, right? See Todd.
Buy Todd. Mommy Todd.
Mommy. This is a good one. Spawn 300.
Spawn 300 tied the record for the longest running creator-owned comic book ever. Spawn 301 broke that record.
Yes, that's true, fact checker Dave. Thank you for that tidbit.
End of statement.
Okay. Oh,
today is Tuesday, April 11th, 2023, and we're here with Matthew Marlin of Comics doing a pre-screen of 9/8 CGC Unboxing Comics. Tell us about this comic, Matthew.
This is a first issue of Something is Killing Those Kids.
How much is that book valued at, Matthew?
I haven't tracked it recently, but somewhere in the $700-800 range.
I will claim that. Thank you.
Okay, Davey buys it. He's on the hook, folks. He's on the hook.
Michael Carmen, is that Slabs and Pappy?
It's Slabs and Papes. Stapes and Papes. He changed his name because he doesn't actually like slabs anymore.
Stapes and Papes.
Something's Killing the Children #1 5th printing.
Oh, sexy.
Low print. And finally, last but not least, Something is Killing the Children #2 3rd printing.
That is SITK #2 3rd printing 9/8 Aru Do Do right here on Matty Live, April 11th, 2023.
So that's it, guys. That's my new slab inventory, some of which will be available this Thursday at my narcissistic 147th consecutive auction.
We are 3 away from 150, which is no record for anybody but Matthew.
Johnny just smoked, so you're killing him apparently right now.
Something is killing the Johnny, and it is my voice and weed.
Carmen likes to smell mold in the centerfold of his multiple copies of Punisher 1 ongoing.
It's very similar to why I like to buy collections from people's basements. The smell of mold not only gives me joy, it kills me slowly
And softly.
and softly with his words.
So I just recorded a video for the breakdown of the collection that Johnny helped me buy. Johnny, let me ask you something since you're in the room and you just smoked. How's those doobies, Johnny? That wasn't actually the question I wanted to ask you. Johnny, what is the name of your friend who sold me the collection? Because I'm going to sue him. The collection sucked.
Oh no.
Just kidding. The collection was good. I went through it all today. Finally, I had time to go through it, and I broke it down on camera. So I'll be doing a video in the near future where I break down said long box collection. It was a very expensive long box, but I believe you will agree when you watch the video.
Are you happy? Are you happy?
I'm happy. His name was Bob. Well, explain to me, Johnny, why Bob had a handmade comic in the long box called Tyler the Monster, written by Daddy.
Daddy,
Explain that to me, Johnny.
come and get me, Daddy.
Daddy, who's also known as
Bob.
wait, no, Mommy was Todd McFarlane, right? Yeah.
Now, let me ask you this, Matthew Marlin.
Yes, David.
What do you do when Silver Surfer is coming?
Well, you've got to call Galactus. You've got to call Galactus.
That is correct. I would also just like to plug Comics on Instagram. That is where Matty does his sales every Thursday. But don't forget to like this video and don't forget to subscribe to the West Coast Avengers and Comics. DaveNgerCon is coming up next weekend, folks.
Oh yeah, next weekend.
Shit.
That's right. So yeah, that Daddy variant was obviously the biggest treasure of the collection.
Daddy
But
variant.
in addition to the Daddy variant, I got a minty Dark Knight Returns.
Frank Miller, Lynn Varley, Klaus Janson, DC Comics.
Looks like it will get a 9.8.
Doo.
A Watchmen 1, which I think is probably like a 9.6.
Written by Alan Moore, illustrated by Dave Gibbons. Change Comics forever. Doo.
Punisher 1 Newsy, and this one I have at a likely 9.6.
And that comes on the heels of his 9.8 that he had earlier, written by Stephen Grant and illustrated by Mike Zeck. I believe that is a fact, maybe half a fact.
Big brains on Brad, like I said.
I am Bradley, and these are my brains.
X-Men 221 First Mr. Sinister is certainly going to get a 9.8.
Doo, Mark Silvestri, Mr. Sinister, 9.8 X-Men 221.
There's a lot of good newsstand stuff in this collection. Unfortunately, that wasn't one of them, but still very nice. Turtles 1/4 print is a possible 9.6, 9.8.
I like Turtles. Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird, the comic that changed comics forever.
Yes. Speaking of that comic that changed comics, this is pretty much the main reason I bought the collection.
That is not a Turtles first print, folks, but that is a Turtles third print, number 1.
Yes, and I like the condition. It's a little rougher than I hoped. If you notice, because of the format, like if it's sitting in a long box with a bunch of other books, these tall books get that pinch in the spine right there where all the other comics sit
That
next
would be
to
the
it.
top of the comic that was next to it, touching it in its no place.
And then this bottom corner is a little rough too. But it's a nice copy. Should be good for like an 8 or better.
Put it in some pressing therapy.
It needs pressing therapy. It needs to go to a spa.
A spa.
A spa day. Here's issue 4 first thing. Which
do me a
needs a little work as well.
Do me a favor. Take that book and move it over towards my screen real quick. Yeah, just keep moving it that way. All right. There we go.
There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. You want to check it out for me?
Yeah,
How's it look?
it looks good. Let me give it back to you.
Oh, thanks. Movie magic, people. Movie magic. We had a issue 3 that was really nice.
The Chase.
And this one, Johnny, was my only slight disappointment, was that this was a second print.
Oh,
The second print issue 2, is it like what's the value on it, David, versus the first?
the value is approximately about a third.
Yeah. I was sort of expecting this to be a bigger win, but it's still a really nice copy of the second print.
There is a vote to have CBCS get that Daddy Sig verified. I think that's a great idea, Matthew.
Daddy Sig verification coming up.
Today on NPR, we speak to Daddy about his comic.
You know, I am a daddy now, so you can call me Daddy.
Thank you, Daddy.
So that's that, guys. I have like 3 stacks of pretty decent books from that collection as well. Just like, you know, nothing really crazy, but there's a lot of high grade newsstands for like minor keys, like that Flash one, or like classic X-Men one,
Arthur Adams,
stuff like that, X-Men run filler stuff. So there's definitely other good stuff to go through as well, but those are the highlights, and I will be grading a lot of it and publishing a video soon where you can watch me go through it for the first time.
He's publishing videos, folks. Stay tuned. NPR, MM Comics, YouTube.
MM Comics PR.
MM Comics PR. Public Maddie.
Yes. Well, that's going to do it for us today, Davey. I know you had to go about 45 minutes after the start of this video.
That is correct. I am going to see John Wick 4.
Have you not seen it?
Not yet. No.
Oh, even I've seen it, and I never see things anymore.
Oh, you never see things anymore. Do you see yourself in the mirror?
Yes, I see my baby in the early morning when he wakes up, and then I see my eyelids when I have the opportunity to sleep.
Good. Well, I hope you do catch up on sleep, and thank you for asking me to come on today. It was fun to exercise just sitting here and talking instead of being like.
Yes, it was fun. I appreciated the NPR restraint, and sorry for the technical issues, guys. We'll try to figure that out in future videos. Yeah. But thanks everybody for watching live or on the replay. Once again, like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you think of my CGC books. Give Davey a follow, and remember to look out for DaveNgerCon, which is next weekend, April
22nd and 23rd on my YouTube channel, same name, West Coast Davengers, and subscribe to me. Otherwise, I'm going to talk all the time without using my lips, and it's going to be really uncomfortable.
Okay, let me show you something.
Oh, thank you, Andrew. Thank you, Johnny. Thank you, Michael. And Mr. Massage Ventress, Lava Cool Teacher Purple Umbrella Rocket Launching Scott McKean.
Good night, everybody. Have a good rest of your week.
Flowers in the vessel.
Good luck with the new comic book day tomorrow. Have fun.
Blows my mind. Keep getting stuck here all the time.
Bye.